Hello everyone and welcome to another video and welcome to my channel. So I have done a video before about one of the neighborhoods, or actually two of the neighborhoods in The Sims 2. I've done a video about Strange Town and I've done a video about Belladonna Cove. And today is another video. So I have done a video about Desiderata Valley and I think it's quite interesting. So let's dive in. Desiderata Valley is the name of the neighborhood that came with the expansion pack Freetime. And if we take a look at the intro, it says, serenely nestled in the hills, Desiderata Valley is a place of dreams, hopes and aspirations. Many have found the quiet hills a wonderful place to relax and pursue their favorite pastimes. Who knows what destiny has in store for the Sims of the Desiderata Valley? Well, that's quite some intro. It's definitely the individual sim that this neighborhood has in mind. I guess the individual sim is supposed to follow his or her dreams and aspiration. Focus is definitely on pastime and destiny and dreams. So it sounds very hopeful. And also, if we take a look at the neighborhood itself, lanes, for example, has been called East Leisure Lane, Hobby Drive, and East Dreaming Drive. So that's just a few examples. And it seems that this place is supposed to be relaxed. And that's quite different from some of the other neighborhoods. Pleasant View, for example, that's more about drama, and Strange Town about mystery. So this is about relaxation and hobbies. Interesting. If we take a look at the inspiration of the name is quite interesting actually, because the word desiderata is the plural form of the Latin word desideratum, meaning something that is needed or wanted. So it's something that is desired. And the plural form refers to desires. So I guess it's the desires of the inhabitants of this valley. Another inspiration for the name could probably be a poem called Desiderata, Things Desired. It's a poem written by the American writer Max Ehrmann in 1927. And the poem is his best known, and it's quite well known generally in American culture because it was widely distributed and liked among many. So as far as I can see when Googling articles about Desiderata, the poem is used also by psychologists and philosophers because of the content of it. And a line that by some are considered the best in the poem is, it says, "Go placidly amid the noise and the haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence." So this line could really be an inspiration to the name because of the neighborhood, because it makes so good Sims that Simmers living in the city would desire to move to this suburban neighborhood to find peace in quiet. So in my opinion, this line could most definitely be what inspired the creators of The Sims 2. It's a very suitable name and the inspiration for a neighborhood coming with an expansion pack about hobbies and free time. So the name and the neighborhood has almost a spiritual atmosphere and maybe some mystic as well. So all in all, making the neighborhood more interesting, at least in my opinion. So my guess is that the name of this neighborhood is inspired both by the meaning of the Latin word and of the poem by Max Ehrmann. I didn't know about this poem before, and it was only because I googled the word desiderata and most of the hits were about the poem that I actually found out. So please let me know in the comments if it's just me who are uncultured. So if we take a look at the areas of the neighborhood, it doesn't seem like there is any sub-neighborhoods here or any areas that seem nicer than others. Though with the exception of this house lying on the other side of the railway. It's by standards almost a mansion and it's vacant at the time. So I guess this is where your Simmers are supposed to aspire to move into. So if life isn't all about hobbies after all, I guess. The surroundings of the neighborhood are lush and flowery, with trees and fields, and curiously enough, there is an observatory and a UFO crash. So the alien connection might also be in this neighborhood. Or it's just a matter of people in Desiderata Valley looking for something. In this neighborhood, there is quite a lot of community lots actually, and it makes good sense to have a lot of community lots in a neighborhood focused on free time. There is an art museum, there's a sports park, a kitchen cook-off, and a kiddie care castle, and more even. It's a funny detail to have like a kindergarten. I don't think we've seen that before. And if we take a look at the inhabitants, the references to desires are clear as well. Well, first we have the Aspire family, where the name already refers to aspiration. So the family is the wealthiest of the neighborhood, even though their funds are relatively moderate. They have 5,415 simoleons, which is relatively low considered they're the wealthiest. So it's clear that money and the desire for fortune isn't what life is about in this neighborhood. The Aspire family's home exhibits wealth though, and with Louis, a retired city planner, Elizabeth's business career, and Victor's career in medic, there is definitely wealth and career in this family. But the family has something hidden in their attic that might answer all of their questions, meaning that they might want to live their lives differently. And then we have the Bell family, and they live in a large house too, with a ballet dance room, and both Hannah and her sister Sharon are in the dance career track, and Isaac is a mime in the entertainment career track. So the family likes to express themselves creatively. And then we have the Contrary family, and they have a name that makes me think that they are contrary to others, or maybe contrary to what we, or the other inhabitants in the neighborhood, would expect. So the family has very few funds, with only 502 simoleons as the game is first played. Opal and Edward both have careers in marine biology, and Rick, their son, is into gaming. So this family seem more interested in nature compared to their neighbors. And their home has a lot of science stuff as well. But maybe that's just what makes them contrary. And then we have the Jug family. And they are a Jug family. It's definitely all about sports in their house. Marcel has a career in cuisine as a fast food shift manager, and Sophia is a minor leaguer in the sports career. The teenage daughter Violet is dressed in a sporty tracksuit, and it's clear to me what this family desires to do in their spare time. And then we have the Mole family, and it's definitely one of the odder families in this neighborhood. John Mole, he lives alone and lives in this fortress-like house. He has a telescope in the garden, and it seems clear that it's not the stars above that he likes to observe. So according to SimWiki, mole is supposed to be a term used for a spy or a double agent, and with John's black clothes and a job in intelligence, it's clear that he's supposed to be a spy of some kind. And last we have the Una family, and this family is one of a kind too. So Natasha loves grilled cheese, so much that it's her aspiration. And it's clear that she likes to express herself creatively as well, as she has both a piano, as well as a painting and pottery things in her house. So she's unemployed, and then she has plenty of time to fulfill her wishes. But I think that's it for today, actually. I never played much in this neighborhood. I don't think I really got the meaning of it. Like, I can do free time stuff in every other neighborhood with its legacy. And this neighborhood just didn't really have a legacy. There was no obvious storylines, no obvious ways to go with the families. So the name has some interesting features, Desiderata, but the neighborhood itself wasn't too interesting to me. But please let me know in the comments, what do you think? Did you love this neighborhood? Did you hate it? Were you totally indifferent? But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for another video. Bye!